What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm at fucking Guitar Center. I hate coming to Guitar Center. I always get disappointed when I go to Guitar Center. You know why? Because I grew up with Daddy's Junkie music, and if you don't know, you don't know. It was like a gold mine. You never knew what you were going to get because it was like a giant floor of just used stuff. It was always a treasure trove. You go to Guitar Center, it's a huge wall of exactly the same thing with just a different color. But I'm here to check out that new Epiphone Widow series. I'm curious. I don't want to buy one blind. I want to try one and see if I enjoy it, because at the end of the day, it's still an Epiphone. And, you know, I have my gripes with Epiphone, but it's an official thing. And I love the Widow series, and the orange one looks sexy. So me and the missus are here at Guitar Center. You know me in public. I don't like filming in public, so I'll do the best I can, but we'll give you my final thoughts either way, okay? I'm not seeing one here. Like, I've been everywhere. I don't think there is any here. This sucks. All right, found one. It's not obviously the finish I'm looking for, but I'm going to give it a go anyway, and let's see if I even like it.
What's that?
Now I'm going to try to plug it in. Oh, it's out tuner already. Only because I know what the burst buckets sound like. But honestly, it's inspiring. I don't like the finish. I don't like this finish at all. Charlie, you're wrong. You're all wrong with this finish. But overall, I mean, we'll talk more when we get out of here. That one right there, that's the dream, isn't it? Yowzers. It's got a light VOS, I believe. God. But you know what, overall, yeah, no, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth the price, especially if we're going to upgrade the pickups. I don't really care how it sounds, so I didn't plug it in, only because I know what Pro buckets sound like, but overall, it plays well. It doesn't have the typical Epiphone issues with the frets and everything. Yeah, I say it's worth it if you're willing to spend that kind of money on an import. I think $800 is more than fair. Ironically, they do have this one. It's not quite the same, but still rad. It's an outstanding individual right there. I will name him Rupert. Oh, little fishes. Little fishes. They're fishing. That's what they do, they fish. They fish around. Look at this guy. I still see you, buddy. So overall, what were my final thoughts? The guitar itself was fine. It played well, it felt great. It was kind of inspiring. I didn't have anybody with me to film at first because the individual I brought with me to do that kept disappearing on me, and it actually turned into a deal, but I was finally able to get them in there. My inspiration to talk to you were gone. Plus, if you notice, I kept doing that. Like, people kept coming in that little room over and over. So I was just like, just cut it. But no, they didn't have the one I wanted to try because I know example to example is going to change. And with something like this, I really do want to put it in my hands before I buy it. Will I buy it online? Probably, more than likely. I guess I could call that location. The thing is that location is a pain in the ass to get to from where I'm at, right? It's more hassle than I really think it's worth. You know, when we first got a Guitar Center up there, it was exciting, but like I said, we had Daddy's Junkie. I kind of wish Daddy's was still around, but they're not, so whatever. What are you going to do? But overall, the one I played, yes. And then, you know what? I was just joking. Trogley's right. That was a pretty looking guitar. It really was nice. The back didn't look as cheesy as I thought, like I said in my initial, you know, talking about the announcement of them. It looked fine. It's not the flavor for me, though. I really wanted to either get the red or the orange one in my hand. Either way, I think it's a safe bet. It felt fine. There was no dead spots on that. I mean, they could have done a setup to it for all I know, but Your example may vary. But no, before my lady came to film, I was belting out some stuff. And and it felt good to play. I almost plugged it in, but like I said, people kept coming in, and I'm probably going to swap out those burst buckets anyway. I'm not a fan of the Epiphone pickups. They sound fine, but there's like a hollowness to them, right? It's almost like not a zombie, but like a person just going through the motions. You know, they're doing fine. They're able to provide, and they're doing well, but there's just nothing there. The motor's running, but there's no one behind the wheel, you know? Again, they sound fine, but it's not for me. So more times than not, I'm going to swap those out eventually. Unless the set that I get completely blow my mind, which has happened on cheaper guitars in the past. So regardless, I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one. I feel good about it. Again, I don't want to stick my nose up to Epiphone. I've owned plenty of them. But I'm really on like a legit Les Paul target line. But what I'm thinking about doing is getting this to satisfy that itch. And then save up for a really nice one. I mean, like really start saving up and get like 3, 4, maybe even $5 in my pocket before making a decision. And maybe picking up one from the 80s. I love the bigger headstock, you know. Get some vintage wood. But regardless, because it doesn't have to be a brand new Les Paul. In fact, I would prefer one that was a little bit broken and with a little bit of ding-dongs and whatever the flip all over it. So I don't have to worry about it as much. Plus, I tend to like guitars on the little beat-up side. So either way, would I say it was a safe bet to pick one of these up if you want to spend $800 on an Epiphone? Yeah. I think it's cool. It really had a great vibe to it. It felt awesome. It was nice to pick up an Epiphone and feel inspired. And I think at the end of the day, that's what it was all about. I did feel inspired until I kept getting interrupted. And I say that like a dick. I know I'm in a public store, and I knew it was going to happen. I didn't go into this thinking everyone was going to chill out for me. But either way, guys, let me know if anyone's picked one up yet. Let me know how you feel in the comments. If you've made a video, please put it down there and I'll pin one of them if multiple people do it. And or maybe I'll rotate them. But either way, guys, thank you always so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate it, especially the folks that keep coming back. Those are the folks I'm really appreciative of because they've seen what happens before, and it is what it is, you know. I just do what I do, and you're either here or you're not. I don't care. But I would like some feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback to the Creep is positive. Hit the subscribe button. Don't just join the conversation. I would appreciate the subscription, though. And until next time, I hope you're doing well. Take care, keep it real, and bye-bye.